Yachodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yachodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yachodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Santaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 6, the killing of the demon Putana. So, first chapter summary. A summary of the 6th chapter is as follows. When Nanda Maharaja, following the instructions of Vasudeva, was returning home, he saw a great demonic woman lying on the road, and then he heard about her death. While Nanda Maharaja, the king of Braja, was thinking about Vasudeva's words concerning disturbance in Gokulam, he was a little afraid and sought shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Hari. Meanwhile, Kamsa sent to the village of Gokula a Rakshasi named Putanam, who was wandering here and there, killing small babies. Of course, wherever there is no Krishna consciousness, there is a danger of such a Rakshasis. But since the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself was in Gokula, Putana could accept nothing there but her own death. One day, Putana arrived from outer space in Gokula, the home of Nanda Maharaja, and by displaying her mystic power, she assumed the disguise of a very beautiful woman. Taking courage, she immediately entered Krishna's bedroom without anyone's permission. By the grace of Krishna, no one forbade her to enter the house or the room. because that was Krishna's desire. The baby Krishna, who assembled a fire covered by acid, looked upon Putana and thought that he would have to kill the demon, the beautiful woman. Enchanted by the influence of Yogamaya and the personality of Godhead, Putana took Krishna upon her lap, and neither Rohini nor Yashoda objected. The demon Putana offered her breast for Krishna to suck, but her breast was smeared with poison. Child Krishna therefore squeezed Putana's breast so severely that in unbearable pain she had to assume her original body and fell to the ground. Then Krishna began playing on her breast just like a small child. When Krishna was playing, the gopis were pacified and took the child away to their own lives. After this incident, the gopis took precautions because of the attack of Rakshasi. Mother Yashoda gave the child her breast to suck and then laid him in bed. Meanwhile, Nanda and his associates, the cowherd men, returned from Mathura, and when they saw the great dead body of Putana, they were struck with wonder. Everyone was astonished that Vasudeva had foretold this mishap, and they praised Vasudeva for his power of foresight. The inhabitants of Braja cut the gigantic body of Putana into pieces, but because Krishna had sucked her breast, she had been freed from all sins, and therefore, when the cowherd men burned the pieces of her body into fire, the smoke filled with air with a very pleasing fragrance. Ultimately, although Putana had a desire to kill Krishna, she attained the Lord's abode. From this incident, we gain the instruction that if one is attached to Krishna somehow or other, even as an enemy, one ultimately attains success. What then is to be said of the devotees who are naturally attached to Krishna in love? When the inhabitants of Braja heard about the killing of Putana and the welfare of the child, they were very much satisfied. Nanda Maharaja took baby Krishna on his lap and was filled with satisfaction. Now text 1, please repeat. Sri Shuka Vacha Nandaha Pati Vachaha Shaurehe Na Mrisha Iti Vichintayan Harim Jagama Sharanam Utpata Agama Sankita. Sri Shuka Uvacha Nantapati vacha shaure namrisheti vichintayan Harim Jagama Sharanam Utpadagama Sankitaha Sri Sukavacha Nandapati Vacha Shaure Namrisheti Vichintayan Harim Jagama Sharanam Utpadagama Sankitaha Sri Sukavacha Nandapati Vache Shaure Namrisheti Vichintayan Harim Jagama Sharanam Utpadagama Sankitaha. Nandapati Vache Shaure Sheti Vichintayan Hari Shakama Sharanam. Hey, switch off this. Anybody else? Sri Sukavacha Nandapati Vacha Shaure Namrisheti Vichintayan Harim Jakama Sharanam Utpadagama Sankitaha. Sri Sukavacha. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, Nanda Maharaja, Pati, on his way back home, Vachaha, the words, Shaure of Vasudeva, Na, not, Nrisha, without purpose of or cause, Iti, thus, Vichintayan, while thinking about inauspiciousness for his little son, Krishna. Harim, unto the Supreme Lord, the controller, Jakama, took, Sharanam, shelter, Utpata, of disturbances, Agama, with the expectation, Shankitaha, thus being afraid. Translation and prepared by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Sukadeva Goswami continued, My dear king, while Nanda Maharaja was on the way home, he considered that what Vasudeva had said could not be false or useless. There must have been some danger or disturbance in Gokula. As Nanda Maharaja thought about the danger for his beautiful son Krishna, he was afraid, and he took shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Controller. Purport. Whenever there is a danger, the pure devotee thinks of the protection and shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is also advised in in the Bhagavad Gita 9:33, Anityam asukam lokam imam prapya bhajasvamam. In this material world, there is a danger at every step. Padam padam yatvipatam. Therefore, a devotee has no other course than to take shelter of the Lord at every step. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Kṛṣṇāya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vikasa Swami Pranami. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Kṛṣṇāya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Pranami. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Nivadika Shakti. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakti. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Sri Shuka Uvacha Nandapati Vacharshare Namrsheti Vichintayan Harim Jakam Sharanam Udpadagama Sankitaha. Shukadeva Goswami continued, My dear king, while Nanda Maharaja was on the way home, he considered that what Vasudeva had said could not be false or useless. There must have been some danger or disturbance in Gokula, as Nanda Maharaja thought that about the danger for his beautiful son, Krishna. He was afraid and took shelter at the lotus feet of Supreme Controller. Hare Krishna. So here, today we start a new chapter, chapter entitled The Killing of the Demon Putana. So from previous chapter, we know that Nanda Maharaja, to pay the tax is a social custom, even though Kṛṣṇa is a demon and he is very cruel and sending all these demoniac people, and he himself was killing all the babies born to Vasudeva and Devaki. So all these things, even though Nanda Maharaj knew and other governments they knew, but still because of some social custom that, they have to pay the tax to Kṛṣṇa. So he came, Nanda Maharaj and other governments, they all came to pay their tax, and Nanda Maharaj met Vasudeva and they were, discussing different things, and the end, the previous chapter, we saw the verse just before the last verse. Vasudeva said to Nanda Maharaja, Now, my dear brother, since you have paid the annual taxes to Kṛṣṇa and have also seen me, do not stay in this place for many days. It is better to return to Gokula, since I know that there may be some disturbance there. So this was, Vasudeva foretold to Nanda Maharaj that because that Kṛṣṇa already killed and he is really looking for Krishna. So Krishna is in Gokula, so there may be some danger. And so now in this verse, today verse, we see that Nanda Maharaj is thinking what Vasudeva said. Immediately he felt a little afraid, and then he thinking of the lotus feet of Lord Hari and taking shelter of it. So this is a nature of devotee, that whenever, that's what Prabhupada starts the purport, whenever there is a danger, a pure devotee thinks of protection and shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is important point Srila Prabhupada always stress in his lectures and his books. We see that this, particularly when we are here in this material world, this world is full of danger. Srila Prabhupada is quoting from Bhagavatam, Padam Padam Yetvi Padam. Every step there is a danger. Every second, every minute is a danger. So no one can say that, I'm not in danger. This is the reality. Everyone is going through so many problems, particularly Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, birth, death, old age and disease. This is common to everyone. No one can avoid it. Either no one like to have all these problems, but it's forced. Every one of us, from the very, very simple common man to up to President of America, everyone have this problem. And apart from that, Adidavika, Adhyatmika, Adibhaudika Kleshas. And apart from that, the so-called advancement, the scientists and so many other departments, they all make so-called advancement and then they bring much more danger. Like scientists, they create all these atomic bombs, heavy weapons. Yeah. So the world becomes more dangerous than the. It is already dangerous. Every step is. Death may come anytime to anyone. One time, a reporter asked Srila Prabhupada that time Prabhupada just next day or after 1 or 2 days, he's going to give some sannyas initiation for few of his disciples who are very young. So the reporter, he came to know that there are going to be sannyas initiation ceremony. So he asked, why in India people they take sannyas in old age, elderly people? Why you giving a sannyas to the young people? They are all, 20s, 20, 21, 22. They are all young people. Why you are giving a sannyas to young people? Prabhupada say that, what do you mean young? What do you mean old? And the reporter was shocked. He did not expect what to answer, And then Prabhupada explained, do you mean, say, old means before death? So that means, can you say that I am older than you? Or you are younger than me? Means Prabhupada is asking, can you say that you will not die before me? Nobody can say. So that's the point, that the danger is always is there because this is a material world. Every step is a danger. Because of ignorance, we think we are this body and this body is meant for the enjoyment, and then we try to satisfy by sense gratification this body. By any means we want to be happy, but that's not the way to be happy. That's not the way to live in this material world. Engaging in sense gratification brings more miseries, more troubles. But unfortunately, most of the people are in ignorance. They have no idea that we are spirit soul, we are spiritual living being, and we need some spiritual happiness, spiritual engagement. That only will make us happy. That only will get out of this dangerous situation, because they are in ignorance. They are not happy. So, in this material world, Krishna himself is described Anityam Asukam Lokam Dukalayam Ashasvatam. In two places, Bhagavad Gita, these words are used. So, they both are saying same thing. Anityam Ashashvatam Dukhalayam Asukam Lokam. The same thing. So, this is described by Krishna, the Supreme Lord himself. And then, if we don't accept at this point and we don't realize it, then we go on, do so much endeavor to be happy by sense gratification, and every endeavor brings more unhappiness. That's what we see practically. In the past, people were traveling just by walk. In India especially, we know in the past that the people go pilgrimage. Months and months they walk, even from here to Tirupati, or even in the north somewhere, even if they want to go to Kasi or Haridwar, Rishikesh, like this. Anywhere they want to go, they used to walk. Even now, some people, they walk. 2 months back, we were in the Himalayas, and we saw still there are some people, by walking, they come all the way to Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri, all these places, from far, far away. So in the past, everybody was, moving like that, except some few rich people or some kings or somebody, they had a palanquin to carry, or some chariot, something like that. But otherwise, common people, they used to walk. And when you walk, there is no accident. Obviously, when you see opposite somebody, you just automatically you move, and you are not so fast, so you don't really hit. Even if you don't see, even if you hit, there is no much damage. There is no much danger. But now, because of we are so much advanced, make big highway. Look at these accidents. Every day, thousands of people are dying. Every day. So much danger. This is one example. And there are many, all these big buildings, all these, so many things. Everything actually brings more miseries, more danger to these people. This material life means is more problems. So this we have to understand, at least the practitioner of Krishna consciousness, we have to make sure that we have very clear understanding. This world is not for our enjoyment. Unless we are clear in this, we can't really take up Krishna consciousness fully. Unless we fed up with this material life, unless we really discuss with this material life, we can't really take it fully Krishna conscious. Srila Prabhupada is very much stress this point. We have to understand this world is full of miseries. However you try to make it nice, people are pretending, they are all acting. Most of the people are, friend of media, friend of others, and they are all just artificially, they are making show. They're just smiling, they're acting like they are happy, but actually it's not. Many times we have experienced, many rich people also we meet, we go there, invite them for the festivals, or asking them to give some donation for building temple and festivals, and like that when we meet these people, First, when we enter their house, they very nicely welcome, smile, and they give some nice, water or juice, something to drink, and then you sit and how are you, all this formal, you know, inquiry is over then. So, you know, so how is your family? How is your business? How is, oh, then you see, just after 2 minutes, you know, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours sometimes, they just go on crying and explaining all their problems. So many times it happens, not one or two times. Richest people in Salem doing same thing. Not only here, all over the world it's like that. Because everywhere people trying their sense gratification, the material life, and what you expect, that's the result. Bhagavatam says, Krishna says, Bhagavad Gita is dukkhalayam, and you are trying to make it perfect, make it a happy life here. How is possible? Do you mean you are better than Krishna? Krishna couldn't make this world a happy world and you are trying to do it. That's foolishness. That's not possible. It's not possible. So we have to very clearly understand this world is full of mysteries. We are attached to so many things because we think this all will stay with me. Some people foolishly argue when you say this world is dukkhalayam. You always speak negative, why don't you speak positively, something to encourage, like, even if it's misery, then what's the problem? I, tolerate and I will keep on push. I will succeed in my life. But you can't stay. Srila Prabhupada say, no one can stay here even if he makes a compromise with misery. Even if you accept, yes, it's misery, but I don't care. I will suffer, but I will go on push. But you can't stay. Asashvatam, anityam. That's the problem. Then what's the point of all your, plan? What's the point of all your endeavor? Nothing will help. Success in life. What success? You get some degree, you get some post, some position, become famous, whatever. Everything is gone once you die. You won't even remember what you have in this life. Next life you will forget everything. Like in the past life what we had, everything we forgot. We don't remember even our name. Haripal Prabhu very often will ask people this question. Anybody remembers your name? Anybody remember your parents' name? Nobody. Nobody remembers anything of past. So how is it going to happen in the future also? Definitely we are not going to remember anything. So that's the material life. So therefore, even though in this material world there are so many different classes of people, but no one is happy. That is very clear. There are very rich people, very famous people, very knowledgeable people, so many different class of people are there, but no one is happy. So therefore, Srila Prabhupada said, this world is temporary and full of miseries, not habitable for any sane gentleman. Anyone is have little brain, anybody has little knowledge, if they are gentlemen, they will not try to stay here. They will try to get out as soon as possible. So, because anybody is a little intelligent, they can understand that what Krishna says, that's fact. And everybody sees around, everybody is experiencing it every day. There are so many people are dying, so many accidents happen, so many dangers happens around us, and we also go through it. It's not so difficult to understand it. But still, Maya, completely covers us. We try to ignore all these things, or we try to, forget all these things and trying, more and more for sense gratification. So, Krishna instructing in Bhagavad Gita to Arjun this Anityam asukam lokam imam prapya pachasvama. This world is temporary, is full of miseries, so therefore you take shelter of me, you engage in my devotional service. This is what Krishna is instructing to Arjun. And very nice point Prabhupada explains, that Arjun is not, some person who have no any food, or, he's suffering, no shelter, no food, no basic necessities. No, he is from royal family. He is very powerful person. He is great hero. So even for him, Krishna is saying that you take shelter of me, you surrender unto me. So that means in this world, whatever your position may be, whatever your grade may be, but everyone is suffering. That's a fact. Everyone going to die, everyone is getting old, everyone is getting disease. So means is suffering. So therefore, Krishna is saying that everyone, sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja, everyone should surrender unto me. So, the devotion service to the Supreme Lord is the only process by which all problems of all classes of men can be solved. This is the only process can solve the problems of all classes, everyone. Whether you are educated or whether you are not educated, whether you are rich or poor, whatever it is, everyone can surrender to Krishna and get out of all the dangers. So, Krishna also says in Hare Bhakti Vilasa, describes as a process of surrender, anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulyasya varjanam rakshayati vishvaso vapratve tata atmanikshepa karpane shadvita sharanakati. So in this, the third point is rakshayati vishvaso. Krishna is the only protector. That vishvasa, that faith should have. Not trying to take shelter of anybody else. Father, mother, politicians, scientists, nobody can save us. This is what Prahlad Maharaj says. In spite of having the best medicine, the best doctor, patient dies. So many times it happens. Even though every mother is trying to take care of the baby, but baby go through so many miseries, so many problems. So nobody can protect unless Krishna wants it. So, whether we understand this, then we can be protected. If we really take up the process given by our acharyas in the Shastra, Guru, Sadhu Shastra, take up this devotional service, and we will be saved. We have many times experience. The devotees, like recently, you all know that we had a devotees driving car in the night and they had accident. If you see the car, how much is damaged, nobody will believe that the people who are inside the car, they survived and then they did not have much damage in their body, very small scratches. Same thing happened few years back in Belur. The devotees of, group of devotees, they were traveling in van and also had an accident, and then when accident happened, the devotees are loudly chanting Hare Krishna, and then after accident, after some time everybody went to hospital and some of them went home who did not have any injury. And then police inspector came and he saw the vehicle in the location where accident happened. And when he heard that not much injury happened to people, very few small scratches to few, and all others even not having scratches, and they all, out of danger. And the police inspector could not believe because vehicle was such a damage, so much damaged, and he thought everyone must be died in the vehicle, whoever was there. Another incident in Gujarat happened also. Some few devotees were traveling. The Omni van had an accident and went rolling several times out of the road. It went on the side of the road and was rolling. So much damage to the vehicle, but devotees inside, they were very little scratched. This doesn't happen very often like that to everyone. But that does not mean that, we can drive, over speed and, without looking on the front, we can just drive. Krishna will protect. They don't misunderstand that. Oh, no. Every accident, Krishna is protecting. Actually, protecting is not in this way only. Because sometimes we see in the accident, devotees leave the body also. You all know that Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he left body in the car accident in Shantipur. And then few other devotees also, our called brother, several years back, Balabhadra Prabhu from Russia, was distributing books in India. He was driving a bike, and then lorry came and hit, and on the spot he left the body. Like that, several incidents we can see that the devotees leave body also. So, how do we understand? Some accident, devotees are saved, some accident they are also leaving body. Actually, devotees are protected always, because now, mostly when we are in material conscious, we are not really in Krishna conscious. We think saving the body is, saving, real saving. That is a real protection. But actually, Krishna, protection is Krishna's term, Krishna's viewpoint of protection is a different than, Krishna can protect even if he takes the body, if devotee leaves the body, still he saves because the devotee goes back home, back to Godhead by thinking of Krishna. So any dangerous position, the devotees will think of Krishna, and then what Krishna says, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tadatante kalevara. Whatever the conscious, when you leave the body, whatever the conscious you obtain that nature. So if you think of Krishna, anta kalecha mameva smara mukta kalevara. If you think of Krishna, then you go back home to Krishna's abode. So in that way, devotee is saved. So devotee is always saved. If the body is saved, Krishna giving opportunity to serve Krishna more, to surrender more. It's not that he saved your body to engage in sense gratification, give an opportunity for again the material life. No. This is Krishna's mercy. Give an opportunity to fully surrender. When you understand the dangerous position, then you really intelligent person, you take up fully shelter of Krishna. Like when Ajamila was in the deathbed, he saw the, very horrible form of these Yamadutas. He understood this is so dangerous. And then when he is saved by the Vishnu Dutas, and then he took fully shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, Krishna's holy name. Then he completely surrendered to Krishna. Even though before that he forgot Krishna, he stopped worshipping Krishna, engaged in so many sinful activities. So opportunity is given. So this is how we have to understand. So, of course, we don't have to go through the accident to understand this because, every moment in any form this danger can come. Not only the vehicle driving on the highway only, by accident only we'll face the danger, Even just by slip your feet, and then a few days ago I was coming down on the steps. One feet just slip, loose, few steps. So, therefore, Srila Prabhupada says that whenever danger, pure devotee think of Krishna. In the past also we see that Prahlad Maharaj, the best example from Srimad Bhagavatam, how much danger. We can't even imagine that, going through such a dangerous situation. And Ambarish Maharaj also. But they were all just thinking of Krishna, even not praying to Krishna to protect that much. They just think of Krishna. Krishna, they had faith. Rakshashis Dividivasho, full faith. He is the protector, no one else. So therefore, Srila Prabhupada is quoting this verse also that Bhavam Putir Vatsapatam Padam Padam Param Padam 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 Etvi Patam Natesham. Even though this material world is so much danger, so much suffering, so many problems, but this is material life, like compared to the ocean, is very difficult to cross it over. But it becomes Vatsapatam, means the water stays in the calf's hoof print. That much is very little. So very easy to jump. Even children can jump over it, cross it over. So then it's very easy. In that way, it's the Parampadam, obtaining the Goloka or Vaikuntha, it becomes so easy in that way by taking shelter of Krishna, Krishna's lotus feet. Because Krishna's lotus feet is compared to Plavam, the port to cross the ocean, the material life. So, therefore, these 2 points important. This purport, Srila Prabhupada is explaining. This world is full of miseries, and the only shelter taking of Krishna's lotus feet. There is no other shelter. Nobody else can save us, because everyone else is in the material world. If anybody is in this material world, nobody can help us. Nobody can save us. So Krishna and his pure devotees only can help us. They can save us from these miseries of danger of this material world. Hare Krishna. We'll stop here. Is there any question or comment? Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.